evening and welcome. I am Amarachi Ubani. Tonight, IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde arrives in Nigeria to engage government and private sector on the state of the economy. Nigerian government and economic experts look forward to gainful discussions with the IMF officials. Apprehension grips Taraba State as symptoms of Lassa fever are found in some patients in the state. And Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Sudan and the UAE sever relations in Iran following row over the execution of a Shia Muslim cleric.
And in business news tonight, Nigerian Stock Exchange opens 2016 on a negative note because a mere $3.5 million worth of transactions on first trading day.
And in sports news, Real Madrid sacked manager Rafa Benitez just 7 months after being in charge of the 10-time European champions.
And from Abuja, I'm Yemisi Ipayan. Directorate of Petroleum Resources, DPR, digs into the cause of the gas explosion in Newe, Anambra State.
We begin tonight with the historic visit of the Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, to Nigeria. She arrived in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, earlier today and was received by officials of the World Bank in Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria and officials from the Ministry of Finance.
The Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Ms. Christine Lagarde, is in Nigeria to begin a 4-day visit during which she will meet President Muhammadu Buhari. Ms. Lagarde is here received by the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, Governor of the Central Bank, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, and staff of the International Monetary Fund at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. While in Abuja, Ms. Lagarde is to meet with principal officers of the National Assembly, business leaders, prominent women, and representatives of the civil society organizations. The meeting is to strengthen the IMF's partnership with the largest economy in Africa. Some of the likely issues to be discussed during her meeting with top government and private sector leaders will focus on how to address the nation's economic challenges and the impact of low oil prices. A statement from the International Monetary Fund quotes her saying, Nigeria is working hard to improve its business environment, promote opportunities for growth in the private sector, and strengthen social cohesion in all areas where government has an important role to play.
Nigerians are waiting to see the outcome of the visit by the IMF's top officials. For economists, this visit should afford the country an opportunity to rub minds with the world body on how to tackle the challenge of devaluation of the naira and, more importantly, the impact of low oil prices on Africa's largest economy. Our correspondent, Temple Ashaju, reports.
The International Monetary Fund is most likely excited with Nigeria right now, as the new administration of President Muhammadu Buhari implements some of the economic reform recommendations suggested by the Washington-based institution over the past few years. The government has commenced the phased winding down of the multi-billion-dollar annual petrol subsidy regime by starting a price modulation system effective January 1st, 2016. The 2016 fiscal budget also focuses on increasing housing construction and agricultural activities, as well as a broad diversification of the economy. Economist and Chief Executive at Financial Derivatives, Mr. Bismarck Rewane, believes both the IMF and President Muhammadu Buhari's administration are on the same page.
It's important because it's an endorsement of the fact that the IMF is willing to help. The IMF is making itself available more from technical, institutional capacity building, skill development, and helping to enhance and enforce and endorse other lenders that will come. Because Nigeria needs the money at this time more than anybody else. The IMF is not likely to put money The World Bank is going to put money on the table. The African Development Bank is going to put money on the table. We are going to tap the Eurobond market. So it's quite clear that we're going to be looking for 900 billion naira of international money. And we need the endorsement of Washington, we need the endorsement of the Paris Club, and we also need the endorsement of the London Club.
It is common knowledge that the IMF and its policy recommendations are viewed with suspicion by the Nigerian business community.